An artificial retina is being sold for the first time in the United States. 100,000 people there could benefit from it, but the gift of restored sight doesn't come cheap.
Dean Lloyd, an attorney in Palo Alto, California, lost his sight 30 years ago. Then, in 2007, he got it back, at least in part.
It was a point of light that obviously I hadn't seen in a long time, so, it had some exciting effect, but how useful it was going to be for me was a different issue and a different concern.
Lloyd volunteered for a clinical trial and was one of the first recipients of an artificial retina, the Argus II. The implant receives a signal from a camera mounted on a pair of glasses. The device electrically stimulates the back of the eye, producing a low-resolution sketch of the world. It's not true sight in the way seeing people experience it, but it highlights points of contrast and makes it possible to broadly identify obstacles and objects.
So I'm getting, looks like right about there, where some of the dirt or grass or whatever is in there, some kind of foliage.
So you can tell the difference between one surface and another that way.
That's correct. It has to be a contrast point, and you have to really think about that to make it useful.
The device is approved for treating retinitis pigmentosa, a hereditary condition affecting roughly 100,000 Americans. Dr. Robert Greenberg helped develop the Argus II and now runs the company that sells it. He says the next step is to move the implant off the eye and into the back of the head.
If they're patients with glaucoma or diabetic retinopathy, diseases where that optic nerve is damaged, if we go to the next step in the visual system, we should be able to restore some level of vision in those patients as well.
The tiny implant requires manual assembly under a microscope, which helps to drive the price to $145,000.
The FDA required the company to build this test, which simulates the warm, wet, salty conditions of the eye. The company intends the implants to be permanent, but they're really only rated for 5 years. And so it's a real question of just how long this remotely powered combination of titanium, platinum, and silicon is going to last inside the body before it needs replacing.